Hello, my dears. Welcome back for another Sunday inspiration. And this was so much fun. Oh my goodness, so much fun. I started out with just this urn. I wanted to kind of create this urn thing, and I wasn't sure where this was going to go. But I already had this little phrase in mind as I was thinking about creating. And so I wanted it to be fun and happy and a little whimsical. And so that's what happened. So just real quick, I just want to go over what I used. I used Deco Art's matte medium. Gesso. Their gesso is really awesome. It's a great consistency. It's not too thick. Sometimes you want a thicker gesso, but this is really perfect for a lot of projects. So that is part of the background. And then titanium white, and then their lamp black. That's all the paint that I used for this piece. I'm like, what? But there is a quickie for this piece. I go into detail about creating the background, how I do that, and kind of my thought process through it. I go over the composition, and then I go over creating this, the vase or the urn or whatever you want to call it, the planter. Real quick, I give you a template with the quickie for this. You'll actually get this. But then I also give you the technique on how I create it. I give you one of my secrets. So that's in the quickie. So it's jam-packed quickie. 45 minutes to an hour. I haven't looked at the time yet on the video. But always about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I used some stencils, my number stencils over here. And then the collage pack for this piece, there's 4 pages. I give you the doilies that I used. These are just so lovely. And then these doilies, the paper doilies, the crocheted and paper doilies. And then the yummy, yummy goodness. I give you 2 pages. This is from 1940s children's book. The pages are falling apart. It's just so wonderful. But you get this page and this page to work with. And the words on here are they just don't write like this anymore. It's just wonderful. And there are so many projects that can happen just from these 2 pages. Like this piece right here, oh Lord. And all of this. And then just the words. That's where I got these from. So you'll be able to use that as well. So that is your collage pack, 4 pages. And then there's a quickie on this today. So this has been on my heart this week. I came across not exactly this saying or verse or whatever you want to call it, but she opened her eyes to happiness. And I get a lot of emails every week, and I'm so grateful for that, because I get to enter into your space and you tell me part of your story. I share with you kind of my struggles, because every time I create, I'm always creating from what I'm dealing with or what I've dealt with or what's going on in my world. And so I'm just so thankful for that. But I get a lot of emails of people really struggling to be happy. And I want to say 2 things today. I want to say, you, my friend, my darling, are so worthy of happiness. So often, whether it's in childhood or our life story or in relationships or whatever it is, we have been hurt. And the struggle is real and the hurt is real. And we are always constantly in a place of maybe turmoil or hurt or abandonment or whatever. It's a thing that has stayed with us, that stays on our shoulder, or whatever that is. And we forget that we are worthy of happiness, that it's okay to be happy. I do it all the time. I mean, I just was thinking the other day, I'm like, this is my life. I'm doing exactly what I said I was going to do. I'm living my dream. I'm creating every day. I'm making a living at it. And I was surprised. And I shouldn't be surprised. I should expect, the good. And I often don't feel worthy of all of the good stuff, especially when there's lots of stuff happening to people I love. And you kind of feel like, oh gosh, oh Lord, please keep me safe, or I feel so bad that things are good and things are bad for this person. But I want us to let go of that. You and me, let go of it and just take a breath and really, really be focused on the good. And too often when we're in the turmoil, it's really hard to see the good. And then once we're out of it, we're always so stuck in this place that we don't even realize that life is good. And so today, focus on finding the beautiful, amazing things in your day. Just the small things, the flowers, the sunrise, a hug, a smile from a stranger, all of those things. Making a creation, creating a journal page, whatever it is, taking one step toward your dream. You are deserving. You are worthy of the good stuff, of being happy, of happiness. And I want you to accept that. It's so hard sometimes. It's so hard because sometimes trouble and strife is worn like a badge, like I'm in the muck and the mire, and I'm working my way through, and that's fine, and we have to do that. And life is a cycle. There's also times where we accept the good stuff that's coming in, the happy. And there's also a place where we expect that we'll come out of that turmoil and that trouble and that dark time onto where the sun is shining and things are happening and life is calm. So my friends, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, you are worthy of the good stuff, of happiness, of all of the things that you can think of that make your heart light up. You are worthy. I hope your Sunday is amazing and restful. I hope you take time to take stock of the things today that make you happy, that are good, that are bright, that are wonderful. And I hope you always, always know that you are loved.